In the heart of the bustling city stood the grand mansion of the wealthy industrialist, Victor Harrington, a man whose name was etched into the very foundation of power and money, but behind those golden gates, hidden from the outside world, was a daughter whose story seemed to defy the glitter of her father's empire. Isabella Harrington, only 21, known everywhere as the fragile and sorrowful millionaire's daughter who had been blind since childhood, pitted by society and guarded fiercely by her father, but adored for her beauty, grace, and charm that seemed to shine even in her darkness. Yet what the world didn't know was that Isabella's story wasn't as simple as the newspapers painted, because beneath the mansion's marble floors and glittering chandeliers lived a secret that threatened to shatter everything, and it all began unraveling the day Maria, a humble maid from the countryside, stepped through those iron gates to begin her work, clutching a small leather bag and her mother's rosary, praying that this job would save her family from the hunger and debt that haunted them. Maria had been told that Isabella was delicate, that she must never raise her voice around her, that she should guide her carefully, that she should understand Isabella could never see the sunrise, the roses in the gardens, or the golden light spilling across the marble staircase. But from the very first day, Maria noticed something strange. Isabella seemed to move with a confidence that didn't align with total blindness. She reached for things with uncanny accuracy, she avoided obstacles without touching them, and her pale blue eyes, though clouded, sometimes flickered with an awareness that made Maria's heart skip. And though the mansion staff brushed off her doubts with stern warnings never to question the Harringtons, Maria's curiosity grew until it became unbearable, because she couldn't shake the feeling that Isabella was hiding something far greater than anyone imagined. Over days that stretched into weeks, Maria's bond with Isabella deepened. She read to her in the library, described colors and sunsets she had never seen, or so Maria believed, and often found herself captivated by Isabella's soft voice, which spoke of dreams of freedom, of a life beyond the mansion's cold walls, and of a mysterious pain that lingered in her heart. But the more Isabella spoke, the more Maria sensed her blindness wasn't the whole truth, especially one afternoon when she caught Isabella glancing, yes, glancing, toward a falling teacup before it shattered. As if she had seen it in the corner of her eye, and Maria's breath caught because blind eyes should not follow movement. Yet Isabella quickly turned away, her cheeks flushed, and whispered with trembling lips that she was tired, begging Maria not to speak of it. That night Maria lay awake in her small servants' quarters, staring at the ceiling, torn between fear and curiosity, knowing that the Harringtons were powerful enough to destroy anyone who meddled in their affairs, yet something in her spirit told her that Isabella's secret could not stay buried forever. Then came the night of the storm, when the mansion's power went out and shadows twisted across the halls, and Maria, carrying candles, walked past Isabella's room only to hear the faint sound of sobbing. She pushed the door open gently and froze, for there was Isabella standing by the window, her eyes wide open, gazing straight at the lightning that flashed across the sky, her lips whispering, "I can see it, I can see it," before she collapsed into her bed trembling, and Maria, heart pounding, realized in that moment that Isabella Harrington was not blind at all, or at least not in the way the world had been told, and that the darkness surrounding her life was not just about sight but something far more sinister, perhaps a cruel deception crafted by her father or a painful secret Isabella was too afraid to reveal. And Maria knew from that night on that she was caught in a dangerous web of lies, but she also knew one thing with certainty: that uncovering the truth could either destroy her or set Isabella free. And though fear clawed at her heart, Maria vowed silently that she would not turn away, because destiny had chosen her to lift the veil of secrets, even if it cost her everything. So if you're ready to know what happened when Maria stepped deeper into this haunting mystery, make sure you stay with this story, because the truth waiting in Chapter 2 will leave you breathless. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel right now so you don't miss the shocking revelation that changes everything.